You can tell something is wrong here. Forrest knows what's going on. He talks about the end as if it's a cold, sterile business transaction. You can tell from his expression that he is not excited. He refers to the people that finds that treasure. This aligns perfectly with the auction site. The auction site says there are three people, a group. Jack is nothing more than a face for a sham story pre-written for him. As Pam Shetron said, Jack played his part. According to the auction site, the chest had already been moved in August 2019. This interview was done in November 2019. By December 2019, Forrest sent Al a note saying he would cause the treasure chest to be retrieved. The idea that Jack found the treasure chest is a joke. He is nothing more than a front. The auction site says, in the end, if no one knows, if they'll never know, is it fake? If no one knows, is it fake? If a tree falls in the woods and you did not hear it fall, then did it fall?
Do you still want the bracelet back?
Sure, it's a $350 bracelet. It's the only cheap thing in there. And it's the only silver piece. I mean, everything else is gold, and here's a silver bracelet with turquoise. It's not an expensive piece of rock like an emerald or something. But sure, I mean, I'd like to have that thing back.
Okay.
But I think a lot of it depends on how it comes back too. And I don't want to dwell on that, but sure, I mean,
So when
I don't want to get it in the mail. I'd like for somebody, the people that finds a treasure, I would like for him to hand it to me, and let's talk about it and warm up to it a little bit. I mean, it can get very abstract if you're not careful.
He did say the people that find the treasure.
The people that finds a treasure, I would like for him to hand it to me, and let's talk about it and warm up to it a little bit. I mean, it can get very abstract if you're not careful. I'd like for somebody, the people that finds a treasure, I would like for him to hand it to me, and let's talk about it and warm up to it a little bit. I mean, it can get very abstract if you're not careful.
He did say the people that find the treasure.
It's been a while. It's time for a talk with the granny. Let's talk about the Forrest Fenn auction site. So here we are, folks, at the end waiting for a cliffhanger, and then we get Jack. Now some of you people are really gullible. You believe Jack found the treasure chest. Let me tell you what happened. Jack did not retrieve the treasure chest. Everybody is starting to wake up and realize there's something wrong here. The plan to have the chest retrieved was put in motion in April 2019. By August, the chest had been moved. Why wasn't the bracelet on top of the gold in the chest? Read the auction site. Jack tells us on the site. Here is what Jack says. Having the bracelet doesn't mean having the chest. Having an American dollar doesn't mean you own the Federal Reserve. Now why would he make a statement like that? Jack did not retrieve the treasure chest. The person that brought the bracelet to Forrest was not Jack. In fact, according to the auction site, it's several people. It appears to be a group. Jack is nothing more than a face to a sham. He is a strawman. The book written by Daniel Barbarazzi was a prefabricated story. Imagine a book already pre-written and the only thing lacking is you, the dupe. A rubber stamp. All I would need is for you to come along and enter my trap, and then I could fill in the empty blanks with your name. Already pre-written. You sign on the dotted line. Can you imagine what Jack is thinking right now? I'll bet you that cold piss is running down Jack's legs right now. He's running and hiding for a reason. I think he will be thinking twice about testifying under oath. Let's talk about Packer Jack and his silly pretend act. This guy knows exactly what's going on, but he's pretending not to know. He is pushing this fake 9-mile hole solution because of a semicolon. I call him Jack's little helper. Packer Jack was pushing the sale of the chest to an entity. Do you remember Entity Gate? Constant lying to the community. Nothing is as it seems. Keep your eye on this guy. Let me see if the eastern stars are aligned. A celestial array of beauty.